please, Mehdi Hasan to speak against the motion.
Thank you, Tim. Let's be very clear. This is not a debate about the face veil. And I'm not here to defend the face veil. I'm not a fan of the niqab or the burqa. I'm not a fan of tongue studs or belly button rings. I'm not a fan of Jacques tie either. The point is, however...
This is your problem.
The point is, it is my problem. The point is that this is a debate about the French ban, and there are three very, very simple reasons why we should all be opposed to the French ban. Number one, it's unnecessary. Number two, it's self-defeating. Number three, it's morally wrong. It's unnecessary because less than 2,000 women in France wear the face veil. That's 0.1% of the 2 million adult Muslim women in France. That's 0.003% of the French population as a whole. This is not just taking a sledgehammer to crack a nut. This is like reaching for a bazooka to kill a fly. It is totally disproportionate and unnecessary. And it's self-defeating too, because all it does is it alienates an alienated Muslim minority in France, and it encourages young women in France to act defiantly and break the law and be different. And in fact, we already have evidence that the ban, which is supposed to liberate women, is already secluding and marginalizing and isolating those very same women. You look in Italy in April this year, where a Tunisian-born woman became the first person to be fined for wearing a veil in public. Her husband promptly announced that she would no longer leave the house so that he would avoid paying any more fines. So instead of being imprisoned in her veil, she's now imprisoned in her home. That's what the French call women's liberation. But above all else, it is morally wrong for the state to infringe on women's freedom to choose what they want to wear in public. Whether you like the veil or not, the French ban violates freedom of thought, of conscience, of expression, of religion, a whole string of fundamental human rights, which can now no longer be taken for granted in modern France. There's a reason why leading human rights groups, from Amnesty International to Human Rights Watch, are opposed to this ban, because restricting a woman's freedom to wear the face veil in public is as much a violation of her human rights as it is to force her to wear that same face veil. And I wonder what's happened to the liberty, equality, and fraternity in France. Instead, you have this illiberal, iniquitous, unjust ban, and the parliamentarians in Paris should hang their heads in shame.
Okay, Mehdi Hasan, thank you very much indeed.